There is grandeur in this view of life.
Welcome to Evolution Talk with Rick Coast, an introduction to the oldest story ever told.
The Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. 3.5 billion years ago, life appeared first in the form of microscopic organisms. The first bipedal hominid that we presently know of appeared only 6 or 7 million years ago. I say only because that's not very long when you consider the billions of years that came before it. 7 million years is such an insignificant moment in the history of life that were we around when the first biped appeared, we could still say life appeared 3.7 billion years ago, just like we can today. For the next few episodes, we're going to look at the last 7 million years and meet some of the hominids that came before us. But before we do, I want to get something out of the way which leads to a lot of confusion and even a bit of debate. That's the difference between the terms hominid and hominin. A little disclaimer here first. I may state something in the next few minutes that someone disagrees with, and that's okay. This information could become outdated tomorrow, could become outdated next week, or even next year. New developments in the study of human evolution happen all the time, as we learned in the recent episode on the Hominid. The next one could change how a previous ancestor was once classified. For example, there was an argument not too long ago about how to properly classify our cousins, the chimpanzees. Should they be classified as pan-troglodyte or homotroglodyte? The conventional pan-troglodyte won out. There's nothing wrong with disagreements. That's how science and understanding our place in the world progresses. It evolves, as does everything, as does this show. So back to the point of today's episode. Since the next few episodes are about our ancestors, it's worth level setting the term I'm going to use. For the most part, with few exceptions, I'll be using the term hominin. It's easier, and there can be much less debate about it. All hominins are hominids. Not all hominids are hominins. Let me explain. Hominids consist of all extant and extinct great apes. Extant means currently exist. The great apes include modern humans, gorillas, orangutans, chimpanzees, and all close ancestors. Hominins include us. So when I say the Homo naledi are hominins, it's a true statement. It's also true that they are hominids, as is Gigantopithecus blacki and Clint Eastwood's orangutan partner in the movie Every Which Way But Loose. And I know I just dated myself. Anyway, it's an all-encompassing term. Hominins do not include gorillas, nor do they include chimpanzees. Along the way, the hominid branch split. The Gorillini branch, which evolved into today's gorillas, split off from the hominid branch 7 to 9 million years ago. Now, when I say split off from the hominid branch, it doesn't mean they stopped being considered hominids. It only means that that branch split off. It's still part of the hominid branch. The hominid branch that evolved into chimpanzees split off 6 to 7 million years ago. Ours, the hominin branch, after the split with the one that evolved into chimpanzees, includes the Australopithecine, the Neanderthals, the Homo naledi, and many other extinct hominins we know of, and many more we have yet to discover. Names will change, and new ones will be announced. It's a fun time for paleoanthropology, but it's not so fun when arguments arise over naming conventions. So that's where I'd like to leave. This is a shorter episode while I begin work on the next few episodes about our ancestors. So I'll continue to use the term hominin, but know that I could easily use hominid. Using hominin excludes the gorillas and chimpanzees in the discussion, so I won't discuss their ancestors directly, as it would mean having to change terms and confuse the issue. I hope this all makes sense going forward, and if it doesn't, just bear with me. The ancestors I'll spotlight in the next few episodes are hominins who are also hominids. Fun, right? As always, if you have any questions about any of this, please reach out to me at the site evolutiontalk.com. And I hope you enjoyed today's short episode of Evolution Talk. I'm Rick Coast, and if you find value in this show, and I really hope you do, please consider supporting it at evolutiontalk.com. There you will also find show notes and source materials for a lot of the episodes, and also ways to contact me at the site. I'd love to hear from you. I hope your week is going well, and until next time, please take care of yourself.
Evolution Talk is a Rick Coast production.